What's YouTube? It's your boy Big Gucci Max, and today we're doing something a little different. I seen this debate going around about is college worth it or not, and on Twitter. So I see the two guys that I watch on YouTube. They call Playback Agent and Low. They have made a video about this too. I guess they started. I don't know if they the ones who started this convo on Twitter, but I see that they uploaded a video, and I haven't watched it yet. But I kind of think I know what route they're gonna say, because I've watched their content before and they had a podcast and shit, and they usually say that college isn't worth it. And the title even says that college isn't worth it in 2023. So let's see what they say. Let's react to it. And I'm gonna give my point of view, because
It's become such a default option that deciding to not do school, you have to have like an insane justification. You have to justify it to your friends, families, your fucking Twitter community group chat, your Discord servers you're involved in, and of course your fucking parents and your siblings. Like, you have to justify it to everybody. I can go to school for psychology. No one's gonna ask twice. Why? I feel like you should really explain to me what the fuck you're gonna do with that degree. No, deadass though. There's so many pointless degrees. Your art degree is not taking you nowhere.
It's just the fact that it's the default. It shouldn't be the default.
It is an option.
It should be an option.
You can't pass the bar to become a lawyer without post-secondary education.
That's another thing. I hate this part of the argument where a dumbass nigga be like, oh, well, when he's a lawyer? Like, of course, the niggas who are lawyers and doctors, of course. We're not talking about them niggas though, bro.
You have an art degree, buddy.
Yeah,
you're not even
that.
them.
Yeah, the nigga who has an art degree, the nigga who's going for film,
Business
the niggas going to
administration.
business. Those niggas, y'all really do some dig deep and dog, do some soul searching.
I took
and
an
ask
entrepreneurship-
yourself, what are you doing, nigga?
I took an entrepreneurship class in my third year, and I had to sit there and really think to myself, what the fuck? Why is this institution teaching me how to work on my own? That's definitely something you learn by working on your own. It was mind-blowing that I was being taught a curriculum on how to work by myself and how to build shit by myself, and it wasn't even useful lessons.
That's
and
the other thing I couldn't stand college, bro. I was in college, I ain't graduating. I knew for a fact 85% of this shit I'm being taught will never use for the rest of my life, bro. Not never a day in my life, nigga. I ain't never used a Pythagorean theorem, nigga.
You don't know the
Now, I ain't gonna lie. And me personally, I didn't graduate college, but I've been to college. I stopped going because shit was just for me. So I'm not biased though. Now they're giving some solid points. Most of the I did like 2 years in college. Most of the shit you do in college, like most of the classes you take, are really not that important. You have a lot of electives, a lot of shit that's not really going towards your major and the career path you're going for. So I can agree with that. But him saying there's useless degrees, like a psychology degree is not useless, because you can become a therapist. You can become a guidance counselor for a school. You know what I'm saying? You can there's like, it's not a lot of options, but there is job careers in those fields. You know what I'm saying? Or even just like if you have an art degree, he mentioned the art degree. You can become an art teacher with an art degree. I'm saying, like, there's things you can do with these degrees. And even if you can't do those specific jobs, like say for example here in New York, to be a police officer you need college education. Doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be criminal justice. It has to just be a college education. And most jobs for the city are like that. Where you not most, but some jobs are like that, where you just need a degree. It doesn't matter what the degree is, you just need one. And that would fit the criteria. Having an art degree, or having a business degree, or having whatever degree. I think my cousin, she's a cop right now. She went to school for business, and she's a cop. You know what I mean? Because her degree, all they wanted was the credits, and she had them, and boom, they let her in. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't say it's completely useless. Now, I do agree that people shouldn't think it's the default answer, because there's so many things you can do. Like, you can go to trade school. You could work there's jobs. You could be like car salesman, like a car salesman. Them niggas make bread. They don't go to college. Plumbers, they go to trade school. You know what I mean? They make a lot of money, shit like that. So there is other options. But what I will say, I feel like when you don't have that college degree, and I'm speaking from experience because I don't have one, and I'm a regular dude working and shit, your job options are way more limited, bro. When you don't have a college degree, bro. There's certain jobs you think about, oh, can I do this? And you look like, oh, damn, I can't because I don't got the degree. Like, sometimes you don't even need a specific degree for it. You just need credits. Like, just the credits to equal a bachelor's degree or credits to equal a associate's degree. And sometimes you don't meet those requirements, so you ain't go to college. So I see both perspectives, but I'm leaning more toward, I think college is worth it. Especially for me, looking at hindsight of not completing it. I think it's for sure worth it. I'm not going to lie.
piece of marketing?
I don't give a fuck about that, nigga.
Oh, man, you gotta.
That's why you hire an accountant for that shit.
You don't know the 4 P's of pricing?
Oh, who gives a fuck,
come on,
bro?
man. Come on, how you gonna price your products?
Everything about science that I learned, nothing. I don't even know what the periodic table is pointless in my life right now, bro. I'm telling you right now.
Instead of most people thinking to themselves, like, maybe I could learn a trade that can't be replicated. Like, maybe I could be a plumber. You know, a whole bunch of dumb niggas being writers. OpenAI is already gonna take your job in 5 years because you don't know how to look ahead. But now you're fucking 100K in debt and you're fucking voting for Biden on the 5% chance he actually does what he said he was gonna do and helps you out with your student loans. Nigga's not gonna do it. He doesn't give a fuck. He just got your vote. I feel like the fact that we're sitting here asking for politicians to bail us out of these incredible student loan debts, and it's a whole bunch of niggas that didn't even use their degrees, is an issue. But for some reason, it's still the default. How is it?
That, I totally agree with them. That I feel like if you're a person that's going to school, I don't recommend going to expensive ass college, bro, or going to live. Now, if your parents got the money and everything is paid for and they can, afford it without it being any bother to them, then yeah, take it, do it, because it's a great opportunity. I haven't lived that lifestyle, but I know people who live the college lifestyle, and they tell me it's amazing. So if you can afford it, or your parents can afford it, where you're not in debt, and they can, they're not struggling to like, oh shit, I gotta pay it. Like it's just like side money to them. Yeah, take the opportunity, because I feel like it's a great, like, it's a good path. You get to enjoy yourself. You get to meet new people. You surround yourself in a different environment. You get to kind of live on your own. Not really, because you're not really super responsible yet. But, it's a stepping stone, right? But if you cannot afford it, right? And me personally, I cannot afford to move out of state and live in in a college or whatever, or go to expensive college. I started off going to a community college, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Or go to your city colleges. Here in New York, it's CUNY colleges. They're covered by FAFSA, so you can go for free. You know what I'm saying? If your parents don't make over, I think, like $75K, you can go for free, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And that's, most people don't make over $75K. So yeah, you can go to CUNY for free, or even if they do make over $75K, the tuition is not OD. I think it's like, in total for the 4 years, you're probably gonna end up paying probably $20,000 at most, which is, compared to other colleges, is nothing, because niggas is in $300,000 debt, $200,000 debt. You know what I'm saying? So you get that basic 4-year education for the low. But what I recommend doing is go to community college. Most likely it's free most of the time. If not, you probably end up paying probably $4,000 for the 2 years. And then transfer to a 4-year school, do the other 2 years there, so that way your debt is less. You know what I'm saying? But always don't go to these private schools. Because at the end of the day, bro, a degree is a degree, bro. I get it that sometimes you could build a better network and have better connections with a Harvard degree. Obviously, because you're gonna meet more people that's in tune with shit, and the degree would speak for itself. Like I applied a job with a CUNY degree, and you applied a job with a Harvard degree. They're gonna take you over me. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the Harvard degree. But in most cases, not a lot of niggas have a Harvard degree, so you're just competing with a bunch of niggas on your level. So they'll take you in regardless. You know what I'm saying? For the most jobs. So that's one thing I agree with them though, is that for sure, do not pick these expensive ass institutions. But I'm gonna skip around though, because this video is long as fuck and I'm chatting, so I don't want my video to be like 8 hours long. Let's see what they say right here.
Taught you that?
Then we was running around. That was like on our computer labs. Like that would be a part of like how to actually like burn
that's
information.
Not that crazy. That's technology.
No. But then listen. But then it became thumb drives. So everybody's fucking walking around with the necklace with the thumb drive on attached to that shit. And then like not too long after that became irrelevant because everybody just uploads thing on the on Google Drive and stuff like. So then it's like all that information you just got taught is now irrelevant now. And the same thing is happening right now while we're actively doing it right now. Like you just said, like AI. Bro, a lot of stuff y'all doing and saying and learning, bro, it might be irrelevant within like 5 or 7 years of you all in your career, bro.
You didn't hear? Like, the OpenAI software is currently making books and they're selling them on Amazon.
Bro, is this information that I'm receiving, is it not accessible in any other platform? More or less for free. Because when y'all be going there for film or people going there for the arts or y'all going
cinematography, like
all that stuff is readily available online.
That I agree with. If you're going for stuff like that, yeah, you can do it online. But the counter argument to stuff like that is, and I'm not sure about the film industry because I'm not in it, but, and let me know if I'm wrong, someone in the comments. I can see somebody saying it's not really about the knowledge, because yes, you can attain the knowledge from YouTube videos and from like other platforms online. It's more about the certificate, because the certificate is more of a validation to you to your parents and to jobs, bro. Like, most of the time, you just show the certification. They'll take you in over a nigga that me personally, I'm not doing that because I'll go somebody based on skill. But a job might pick a nigga with a certificate over a nigga who watch YouTube videos, even though the nigga who watch YouTube videos might know more. But the dude has the certificate, so it's more of a safer bet, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a safer bet. Like, yo, this guy, what can go wrong? You know what I mean? He went to institution to go to film school, for example. You know what I'm saying? Compared to the dude who just watched Agent and Low on how to record a video. And when Agent Low might have given him a better lesson and he might have learned more, but, like, he has nothing. Like, you know what I mean? There's no proof, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm making sense right now, but I hope I am. Let's skip around though. Let's see.
If not for free, but for a noticeably cheaper price than what you're getting, but just in college. So like, why would you like spending that type of money is crazy? But this is the thing that really bothers me. This really bothers me because people always talk about how like, oh, people drop out and then they have no other option and all they look stupid. Look at the data and the information. And to be fair, the data and the info does lean heavily into if you go to college, you finish with a degree,
you make more money.
More likely to make more money, especially because a lot of companies,
that's facts though.
They look to see if you have a degree or not. But I always tell people this, bro. If you gave the average person like $50,000 to invest in themselves or $80,000 to invest in themselves, and then gave them 4 to 5 years to actually research and
work
learn,
as hard as the school makes them hard.
Yes, and work them as hard as they're about to work in college. If you gave somebody who want to be a content creator and is genuinely passionate about being a content creator, and you gave them an $80,000 loan for within a 4-year time, and they spent the same amount of time that they're about to spend on college on trying to figure out content creation, bro, majority of those people would be able to figure it out, especially if they're truly passionate about it. So this idea that
that's the problem though. It's not about passion. That you can say that argument for anything. You throw a kid or give a kid a basketball, he's really passionate about basketball, who'll make it to the NBA. It's not about that though. Most people are not passionate about the things they finna do. They do it because there's no other way, bro. Like, see, these niggas' perspective, and I watch the guys, I respect them and shit. It might be a little skewed because they started making money online. Especially Agent. I don't think Agent ever even had a real job. Low, I know he's worked in like at Walmart and shit like that, and like Home Depot or whatever. So he has like his perspective is kind of a little bit skewed too, because he's been making a lot of money at a young age. Because you know what I mean, he started doing YouTube like 4 years ago. And he nigga like 28, I think. So yeah, he started making money at a very young age, making a lot of money. Both of them. So their perspective is skewed because it's like, bro, yes, content creation. You give a nigga 80 bands, they'll probably make it on YouTube if they have the passion. Well, no shit, nigga. Anybody can make it with the passion and you put the work in. But the problem is, bro, self-discipline. Not everybody has a self-discipline to put in the work. That's one. Especially if people coming straight out of high school, 18 years old, you give a nigga 80 bands, what are they gonna do with it? Wasting on stupid shit, my nigga. It's gonna be done. You know what I'm saying? No discipline, lack of money management, and just like a sense of like no direction. Because at 18, bro, you really don't know what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Once you get out of high school. So I feel like college, you go in for one thing and you might change your mind, but at least like it's pointing you on certain things and it'll show you certain things that you might like here and there. Not everybody's gonna be lucky enough to make it on the internet. You know what I'm saying? I'm here making a YouTube video, praying that I get a subscriber out of this shit. I might not be able to, because you know what I mean. Like not everybody's able to do that. It's just like it's more of a luck game type of thing. So you know what I mean? Like it's more of a luck thing.
People fail because they don't go to college. A lot of the reason why is because niggas are not just handing out loans for them to figure out how life works, but they're handing out loans for you to just go to college. That's what's really happening. So you're not even giving these people the same resources that you're giving the ones who are going to college. But you can go to college if you understand what you're doing. If you understand what you're doing, if you really want to commit to it, then without a doubt. But this idea that like there's these generation after generation after generation, we have to convince 18-year-olds, 18 to sign over a massive amount of loans that will amount to hundreds of thousands of dollars by the time they get out of school and trying to pay back the interest. Man, get the hell out of here, bro.
And you can't default on it?
Can't default on it, bro. None of that.
That's insane. Here's the part that got me fucked up. The biggest hoax in all of this. So when I tell people what I'm saying right now, the first thing they say is, well, you're a content creator. Not everyone can be a content creator. And then I think like, well, you must think I'm dumb. Like I've been in school for 3 years. I enjoyed my program, and my program was going to put me in the position position I wanted to be in. This YouTube shit just worked out, so this is the direction I went in. But had it not worked out, I was still moving in the direction I wanted to go in, and my degree was gonna help me get there. So it made sense for me, even though I was $30K in debt once I dropped out after 3 years, and that shit fucking hurt to pay off. So the first thing people say is, oh, you're a content creator. Yo, bro, when we was in uni, every week they had someone from the industry coming in. Every week they would ask the same questions, and every week the people from the industry would tell me over and over and over again, we don't value degrees nearly as much as we value experience. To the point where in my third year, I started thinking like, yo, why am I not taking these niggas' advice? So then I began to just get hella experience. I got internships in the summertime. I was volunteering at every fucking school event. I was just trying to rack up experience because everyone's telling me experience is how you do it. But I had this stacked up fucking resume by the end of it. And now that I hire people, I also agree I could not give less a fuck what degree you have.
Facts.
So I heard it from the people that were hiring back when I was in uni. And now that I hire people, I don't care about your degree. That's not gonna be the same for every job. But
exactly, it's not the same for every job. But two, the thing is too though, you wouldn't even have known about like the certain shit without being in college and being put in the position to even speak to these people. Like college gives you the opportunity to even talk to these guys so they can lead you in the direction where you gotta go. You never took these internships if you never spoke to these people and never went to the college to speak to them. Does that make sense? Like college is putting you in the position to talk to these guys. And I'm not really a college advocate, nigga. I'm more of a nigga like do whatever makes you happy. You know what I'm saying? I didn't graduate college. I'm not going to college now, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not. So I don't want to be like, but I'm not biased either. You know what I'm saying? So it's like how can I explain this? Like I feel like the experience and the college degree would just make you like your resume look cooler, nigga. Like it just make that shit look stacked up. Like you got all these internships and you got this degree. You know what I'm saying? And then you can't. And then the agent's telling you not to go to college. But if YouTube would have never worked out for him, he would be a college graduate. He would be whatever. You know what I'm saying? He just said he was 3 years in. He needed one more year to finish. He would have finished his degree. He would have had a job working in whatever he graduated in. So look at the advice that these niggas is giving you compared to the advice they're taking themselves. If YouTube don't work out for him, he would have been taking the advice he's telling you not to take. Think about that.
But for a lot of jobs, your degree's a lot less relevant than your experiences. I could care less if you fucking graduated with some cinematography degree. What's your experience on Adobe Premiere, man? Like, what's your experience producing anything or directing anything or being a part of some team? Like, yo, you have to have actual skills that's gonna be useful, and school doesn't provide you with those. And then the second thing people tell me, Marcel, is that you need a backup plan. And it's gonna be a long day before you can convince me that.
But they don't have a backup plan
it's not a backup plan to have a degree you're not gonna use.
Facts.
And put yourself in debt you can't default from. That is a fucking destructive, goddamn horrible plan B. If that's your plan B, you're basically burning the ships. You're hoping plan A fucking works. That is a god-awful fucking plan, man. I'm telling you, if you know where you want to go and school's gonna get you there, go. Until you figure it out, chill. There is no rush, but the reality is, dumb niggas sit there and push you. You see all your friends going to college because all their parents, I swear, it's like your whole life you're trained to believe this is the next step. It's not. There's many steps you can take. That's one of them. Treat it as an option, not the...
That's true, but don't also share. There's a lot of options you can take that's not college, but don't shit on the option that's college, bro. I feel like y'all niggas is dumping on that shit, bro. Like I feel like college is important, bro. Like he said, you can't use that as a backup plan, bro. Hypothetically, let's say I want to go just focus straight on YouTube, right? I want to be just the best content creator, 10 million subs. But I say, my mom tells me you'll have a backup plan, right? Hypothetically, this could be a backup plan, right? Because he's saying you're not gonna use it. I live in New York City, right? NYPD usually need 60 credits for school to get into the force, 120 credits, which equals to 4 years, to get like a higher salary raise, right? So let's say you can't join the NYPD until you're 21. So I get out of high school at 17. I graduate at 17. I'm starting college around 17, 18. I go to school for those 4 years. I got my 4 years, which is 120 credits. I'm also doing YouTube on the side. And now I'm 21 years old. I'm doing YouTube. I'm taking it serious. Let's say 3 years pass. I don't become Agent Zero, right? What do I do now? I have a college degree. What can I do? I can apply to be a cop for NYPD. I can apply to for the MTA to drive the, you know what I mean, the trains. You know what I'm saying? I can apply to do certain shit because I had that as a backup plan. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's backup plans, my nigga. There's no specific degree for NYPD. You can take literally any bullshit degree as long as you have the credits. You know what I'm saying? There's jobs like that. Like, you don't need a specific degree for them. You just need a degree. So I feel like it's a good backup plan. especially when you're young, because when you're young, we're not really doing shit, bro. Like unless you got a kid or you're helping your mom pay rent, and college is like not really an option for you, then I understand that. But most of the time, bro, from the ages of 17 to 22, most niggas is just bullshitting anyways. So just take that time and get your degree, bro. And this speaking from a nigga who didn't do that, bro. Like I'm giving you that advice to do that, bro, because I did not do that.
Default, bro. And I hate when people argue with me on this, because it's not even like I'm saying school is useless. I think the schools that are scams are like the Division I schools that be charging you like $50,000.
Yeah, those
like
are
it's the
scams.
same course, same
Bro,
everything.
I'll never get over how people
Same
sit
thing.
there and celebrate the black colleges and they charge the average student $50K a year, by the way, a year. I just can't get over it. That's fucking highway robbery to the exact people who, by the way, are disadvantaged by the infrastructure they're claiming that they're gonna help.
And if we really gonna get into it, then who knows what they do with that money? Because it certainly
They just
ain't
buy
going.
more facilities.
But it ain't really even going back to the school, because there's been several reports.
Endowments?
Oh man.
You heard about those?
Oh, man.
Yo, these colleges got
Oh, man.
endowments like to the billions.
Y'all paying all that money, and then you look at all the other resources that you have on the campus. Fucking the gyms are still looking disgusting and nasty. The bathrooms are terrible. The dorm rooms barely got AC in them.
Look at this. Yale's endowment totals $41.4 billion. Now what's
Tell them what endowment is before they.
an endowment is basically a huge pot of money that they invest to become more money. It's basically just a pot of money that's being used to make more money. You would think they would use the money to improve the schooling infrastructure and things of that nature, but no, they just keep this money and hoard it and make more of it. When people say it's a scam, it's because it's overpriced. In all reality, you can go to community colleges and get an education with way lower risk.
But that's the real problem, is that once more, even when it comes to college, y'all don't even really present all the options. Y'all not even presenting the fact that, hey, for your first 2 years, you can go to community college. Niggas laugh at that as if like it's a problem. Not like you can literally save a boatload of money because you go to community.
See, that's why I agree with them. I ain't gonna lie, and my cousin might be watching this, but I don't know. But I have a cousin, bro. The nigga went to school in California, my nigga. His mom didn't pay like 40 bands in tuition, bro. The nigga ended up being a fucking teacher. I'm saying that's what he wants to do, be a teacher. But he could have did that here in state, my nigga, and saved your mom $40,000, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we live somewhere right here. I think that, I don't know my maps too well, but it's somewhere here in New York. No more than 5,000, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? You would have got that teacher's 4-year degree. You would end up paying like probably 10 bands for the whole shit if you went in state. So, yeah, I don't agree with going out of state and living in there unless your parents have the wealth for it. I don't think. His mom not broke. His mom got bread, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I would have told her, yo, buy me a car and I'll go to community college. I would have had a lit ass car or some shit.
Community college, and you're getting the same 2 years. It's the same 2-year information that you're getting from one school to the next. In most community colleges nowadays, you can just transfer your credits to a 4-year institution. That's not even really an option to you. So now you're going to a 4-year school. You're spending twice as much money for the same accreditation from the
yeah, that shit is a scam. That shit is a scam. Going to a 4-year school, paying 200 bands, and getting the same accreditation from. You know what I'm saying. Now, if you want to be like a computer, what's that shit called? The computer science niggas that like programming shit. I can see an argument on why you want to go to school in Cali, like UCLA, some shit like that. I don't know the tech schools over there, but because you're more plugged in with it's easier to network. I can see that argument, but then again, you know what I mean? I don't know.
So, again, the problem that I and many other people, it sounds like Adrian as well, it's not that college is a scam. It's the fact that it's being presented as if like it's the only option, and if you don't do it, you'll fail in life. But the reality is that, bro, there's so many more variables that come into like you succeeding in life. You're gonna have to still work hard. You're still gonna have to position yourself to make sure you can meet the right people. You're still gonna have to extend yourself excessively. And if most people did that to the degree in other aspects or other paths in which endeavors they're trying to get into, such as content creation or just such as you trying to get a trade, you would be just as successful, bro. But But no, I'm just trying to give y'all a warning coming from somebody who went to school and didn't, like, I was not a person who was really good at school. I graduated late from high school. When I went to college, I just knew instantly it wasn't it for me. And I was just doing it just because that's what you're just told to do. And realistically speaking, looking at the other options that were available, I mean, damn, like, especially if you're not doing something you're not passionate about, you're just trying to maximize what you're trying to do, bro. You can be a manager at a retail store and earn $50,000 to $60,000. So I'm gonna sit here and
yeah, but they don't tell you about the hours you gotta put in. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be a manager at one of the retail stores, you gotta put in mad fucking hours, nigga. And that's not a job that niggas wanna do, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck wants to do that? Not sitting on them, but nobody wants to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, have that job. So off rip, like, that's not a good example. You go to college to get better opportunities, to get better jobs, like, you know what I'm saying? So nah.
they'll definitely favor experience more than you getting a degree. So like, why am I going to sit here and rush to get a degree when there's an option for me to earn 50 to 60K on a year-to-year basis, which is the average earning person? Like, why would I do that? Just be cautious, bro. Be cautious. Way more cautious, bro. Especially because some of the things y'all going to school for.
Hey man, let me know if y'all agree with them or agree with me. I'm saying, it's your boy Big Gucci Max, and I'm out of here. It's a long ass video, by the way. Goddamn, 25 minutes.